Hey everybody, it's Benji, better known as Moiciara. And today's video is a very, I think, important topic for, I want to say the black community because I'm going to talk about it, but more so the gay community as a whole. Only because I feel like it happens so much. We are so accustomed to it or whatever. And it shouldn't be like that. Definitely, I feel like in 2020, like it should. So, this video is gonna be about why so many men or black men hate gay black men, and how can I say, like, a lot of it originally, I don't say originally because I don't know originally where it came from, but I'll just say like a lot of it comes from because we were brought up that way. We were introduced to, you know, um, the Bible's normative of a man and a woman should be together, same sex is, a sin, that part. But the issue that I have with that, let alone with how so many people go about doing things, is because men do a lot of low down and dirty stuff, and we know this. But when it's something about seeing someone like me, or seeing two gay men together, or any circumstances dealing with um, homosexuality, creates this problem for them or whatever, this level of insecurity. And a lot of men will say, oh, it's not that I'm insecure, it's just that I don't like that. But my presence, my presence should not make you uncomfortable under any circumstances, unless, unless, unless it's something that you're interested in. Because mostly DL men are the ones who are out here, oh no, nah, I don't, that, that, ooh, woo, woo, keep that gay away from me, da da da, all of that stuff. I'm sorry, if your man is responding and reacting to a gay man's presence or anything under any circumstances, whoo, child, then get on his ass. Period. And the reason why I say that, because if he don't have an issue, if he's not gay and he don't have no issue with what I do, but it's more so my presence or whatever, then why does it bother him? It shouldn't bother him at all. So you need to be looking at him like, what are you doing? Like, why? And the thing is, what I don't see, don't get me wrong, I gotta come for my sisters too, because like I love my black women and women in general. Woo ah woo, we not even going there. But a lot of our black women don't stand behind homosexuality either. And a lot of them are phony kick it and be all, oh my God, oh I like your hair, oh I like your makeup, oh I like your nails, all of that. And then turn around talking about you, not supporting anything that you do because they don't approve of it. But they want you to fake believe that they approve of your lifestyle. And I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I don't have a lot of male friends. I don't have a lot of female friends, because I have female associates or whatever. Because I've picked up on that energy and that vibe. Like, like, oh, when it's time for lights, camera, action, I need to take a picture or do some hair or whatever the case may be. It's all love. It's all support. Boom. But if it ain't none of that, and it's about me being who I am and just living my life, then it creates a problem or whatever. But anyway, back to the man, because what this video's about. And I just think a lot of times it bothers me because I've had to grow up, obviously as a young gay boy growing up, until, you know, being a young adult, until being an adult. And it used to bother me. And I'm looking like, if I'm just being me and doing what I'm doing, why is it creating such a a shaking your body? Like, it shouldn't, my presence shouldn't bother you and shake you in any kind of way. And if it does, then it's like you have to look in the mirror yourself. And it's just, I just think about when I was in high school, you know, clearly it used to happen so much. And I'm like, but it, high school, yeah, 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 yeah. And there were so many DO boys, girls. There were so many DO boys, but they were the same ones, laughing, mocking, carrying on, putting on the show because my little presence affected them. And I used to be like, y'all don't understand. Like, whoo, I ain't ready to get into no high school type of video yet, cause we're just gonna hold hold out on that. But anyway, um, but nonetheless, I just think definitely growing into adult and finding my own way and being comfortable and knowing who I am and stuff like that, like, it just always irritated me because I'm like, it shouldn't take all of the cackles and all hell no, y'all, my sisters, my girls, y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh hell no, ain't, you know that, like, what is that for? What is the energy you're putting into that to create a moment that's non-existent? You're making a moment for it to be an existent. For what? Just so you can get a laugh, a hee, key, and then you're scrolling down somebody's timeline, hitting somebody in their DMs, their inbox, or whatever, because you're interested in somebody that's gay or someone that's like me. It's never proven me wrong. If y'all knew how many DL men it was in the world, or men who was living double lives, I have a very sensitive tongue when it comes to the word bisexuality, because I feel like in our community, black men like to use that word as a crutch because it keeps them feeling like they're sane. Like, it's like, oh, well, I'm not completely gay and I'm not completely straight, but I like women and I like men, or whatever. It's like they like to straddle that fence because it's like, clearly, like, a lot of men will say they're bisexual, but you ain't seen them with a woman since Harriet Tubman. Like, come on, stop it. Like, you're lying to make yourself feel at ease about what you really attracted to, what you really want, how you really identify, just for the sake of people that's around you. Like, in the workplace, I've been around it my whole entire life. Like, these men looking sweeter and sugary than a fucking fruit roll up, but my presence bothered them. My my acknowledgement does something to them, and it just used to, y'all don't understand how much it used to annoy me. And it's like I'm just thankful that I'm not one of those people who feel the need to kind of always have to have a moment and create a moment for other people to feel like, you know, their their acknowledgement of me bothers me. Because if I would have did that, baby, I probably wouldn't be here. Because it was it's been so many people who have tried to put me in that energy and that atmosphere, trying to get a rise on me. And people still do it to this day. Like, they want to see me engage in that type of activity because it's like, when you look at me, you're gonna think, okay, I must be loud, I must be sachet, Shantae, da 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 da, all of, and I'm not. Like, I'm just a regular person. I'm just a badass bitch. It's just that simple. But what people won't understand, they don't want to see that. They want to see the theatrics and the entertainment part, because when you look at someone like me, I can't be normal. I gotta have the carnival right behind me. Like, we ready to turn up all the time, and that's it's not it. And it's sad that we live in a world where so many black men hate so many gay men because they can't uh, express themselves how they want to. So they have to deflect however they feeling, whatever's going on you, to make you feel some type of way about yourself, like how you're living isn't right, when they could be doing God's knows what behind the scenes. But what you're doing as being a citizen, you know, the United States, living your best life is bothering and affecting them more so than anything that they've ever done, which is that uh, have baby mamas here left and right, you know, raping young women, uh, stealing, cheating, and the list goes on, you know, scamming, like everything. But you living your best life and you have created identity in a lane for yourself is affecting them more than them taking a moment to realize the type of role that they're playing in their own lives and not um, willing to accept that, because what you're doing is way more worse than what they're doing, because you're you know, you're banished. Like your existence doesn't matter because you're banished. Like you're not going to be here in the long run, because what they're doing, you know, they can, you know, rebuke, forgive, and so on and so forth. But what you're doing, there's none of that. There's no forgiveness. There's no nothing. What you're doing is the all of be all. It's an abomination. Y'all don't even understand. It's just, it's one of those things. It's like clearly I have to look at myself in the mirror and identify as someone who's still labeled as a black man or whatever, or a black male or whatever, and to think that I fall in the category where there are so many men that fall in that same category with me who don't who don't have a who don't have a backbone. Like they don't know what, like what their presence does, because they're allowing themselves to be followers due to them not either one coming out of the closet and letting it be known what they like, how they do it. Two, they're ashamed of it. So it's like by being ashamed of it, they have to, you know, demonize you for how you're expressing yourself and living your best life in purity, in honesty, and in the truest and rarest form, or what have you. And then there's the other gay men. There's the gay men who are, you know, just look like, you know, regular Joes. They look like your basic standard average straight male, whatever that's supposed to look like. And they're not advocating. They don't advocate for the girls like that. Like they're not advocating for my kind like that. Like long as they can all be lumped up together and they all look alike together, that's all that matters to them, because that creates peace in their community. Like I want to make a whole nother video talking specifically about the divide in the in the gay community, because that's a whole nother topic. But it's just, it's in the African American or black culture, that's our biggest problem, is that we like we want to stand in unity and solidarity for certain things, but not everything. And that's what always keeps us separated. That's what always keeps us divided, because we don't want to accept everyone as a whole. Like clearly I don't gotta like everything this person do, they ain't gotta like everything that I do. But it's like, if we can create a unison around not trying to separate people's identity, and how can I say this, identity, I want to say identity and race, probably that's what I'm trying to say, identity and race, because that's what we tend to do. Like I'm black, but then they want to separate my identity of being a homosexual male, you know. So it's like by doing such, it constantly creates this divide. Like, and I've experienced it so much throughout my life, because with me looking the way I do, and this mean minus the makeup, like this is my day-to-day life, you know. And for people to want to categorize me and put me in a position where they separating my race from my identity, ooh child, like it's a very toxic thing. It's a very sad thing, and you have to be strong enough. Like to all my little girls and boys who may watch this video, you have to be strong enough to walk in your own shoes. You can't walk in nobody else's shoes besides your own, because you are your own best friend at the end of the day. Because when you go to sleep at night, it's gonna be you. When you're crying, it's gonna be you. When anything that's occurring in your life is gonna be you, depending on you, on how you gonna do what you got to do for you. Like I'm dead ass. Like You can have people around you that support you and love you and care about you. You can have mommy, daddy, you can have your best friend, you can have your sister, you can have your brother. But for you to walk the life that you want to live, and in all honesty, you have to be able to be your truest and most rarest form, like literally most all of the time, because people will take advantage of it. And I've experienced that the most, like people taking advantage of who I am and my identity, and wanting to break me down from it, and wanting me to be something else because they couldn't identify with it, they wasn't accepting of it, they didn't approve of it or whatever. And bringing it all the way back around is usually our own people, black men, black women, and so forth. And that allows other races to, like I said, when they see black gay men or people that look like me, because I want to say black gay men, but it's kind of difficult because there could be a lot of black gay men who, like I said, fit the standard heteronormative format of being a black gay man. But then there's people who identify like me, and when they see us walking around, they're like, oh shit, let me go the other way, because I don't want to be around none of that. Because they're thinking that we're gonna be all, shabam, da 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 da, woo woo, like all that, and it's not all that. But I can't lie and say I ain't seen that, but it ain't me. But all in all, yeah, I just want to bring it back. Like we want, as a community, to be, together as a whole. And the only way we can do that if we take a look in the mirror and identify who we are as our own selves, the issues that we face as a whole, and how we can evolve. That's really all I can say. I can't. I have a lot to say, but it's only so much I can say, because, like I said, I'm trying not to make these videos too long or whatever without clearly losing y'all interest. So, like I've been saying, I want to thank you guys for all the love and support. I appreciate it so much. And until next time, y'all, bye.